oh! J'ai des pourris, oh! J'ai des motos jusqu'à les pourris, salauds! Bébé, oh! J'ai des motos jusqu'à pourris! J'ai des motos jusqu'à pourris! Sans enfants! Sans enfants, sans mari! Sans enfants, sans mari! Voilà une femme mariée, oh! 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 Salon! Le corps est décomposé! Le corps est décomposé! Le corps est décomposé! Je sais pas où! Je sais pas où, Diane! Where are you going? Oh my God! Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh my! Where are you going? Where are you going, Diane? Diane, where are you going? Diane! 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 Diane est décomposé! Diane est montée seule! 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 Bye bye, my friend! Bye bye, my friend! Until we see you again! Until we see you again! Until we see peace! He will never find peace! He will never find peace! Va prendre ta femme que tu as cachée là où tu l'as cachée là avec tes enfants, tes vrais enfants! Parce que tu as une femme quelque part, Joseph! Tu as une femme quelque part! Tu ne peux pas agir comme ça si tu n'as pas une autre famille ailleurs! Tu peux partir 6 mois! 6 mois! Un homme marié qui n'a tellement pas pour demander ses enfants! 6 mois! 9 mois! 9 mois, même pas un coup de fil que Joseph appelle.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching this from. And happy Sunday to everyone. It's always a joy to come here and connect with you, but not very joyful today because of, as you may have seen it on the screen. And I'm sorry for all my English-speaking friends. Maybe you don't know what is transpiring on that video. So today we wanted to take a pause on our episode of A Letter from the Heart, because we feel like when something happens, we need to address and talk about it. And today, that's what we're going to do today. And I will give you a little bit more details in a moment. So bear with me, please. Allow me to welcome you firstly, and my co-host and co-coaches on the studio, and then we'll dive into it together. So please, if you're new to this channel, please do us a favor by subscribing or by following, depending on what channel you're viewing this from. And also, please like and comment. Okay, it's always nice to know who's here. So, guys, I'm gonna welcome Miss Elise on the screen. Hi, Miss Elise.
Good morning, Coach Michelle.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, I was good, but now I don't know. I'm there.
I know I'm a little bit aggravated every time. I've watched these videos several times, and every single time I'm a bit shaking. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, could this have been prevented? But again, we're going to talk about that today. So I see in the comment section that Mercy is here, Biba is here, Luke is in the comment section, AJ, it's been a while. We have missed you. It's so nice to have you back here. I hope you've been good. So thank you for being here today. So yeah, Miss Elise, so you know about this story, and I believe that you were even the person who shared it first. And I viewed this story from your page, and from there I was able to kind of dig a little bit more into it.
Yes, ma'am. This is a sad story, and this is what we've been talking about every day. You know, women, they will not listen. That the weapon fashion against themselves. So it's okay. We'll deal with them today. We are here for it.
Okay. So,
Yes, ma'am.
guys, a lot of people are not aware of this story. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background, because some of you maybe viewed this video for the first time. So this is a Cameroonian lady residing here in the US, in Arizona. So apparently she's been married right? She's been married for many years. And guys, please, I'm gonna do something. I kind of, because it's too much, there's a lot in this story. So I kind of summarize the whole thing in one page. So as we go through it, I'm gonna kind of put all the bullet points, because these are the things that I was able to gather from different social media platforms and accounts, right? So this woman, apparently 3 years ago, her husband decided to go on vacation with the kids, and she agreed. So he left with the kids, went to Cameroon, and came back without the kids. And then she asked, "Where are the children?" He said that he had decided that from now on, they are going to be living back home. That's the first point. Secondly, this husband apparently would disappear for months without no one knowing his whereabouts. He would go for like up to 6 months, leaving this woman to handle all the bills by herself. And then he will show up, giving her explanation and things like that. The third thing is that they decided recently, apparently, to go to Cameroon, allegedly, because again, we don't have no proof. This is what we have been able to gather. They decided to go, she suggested that they go to Cameroon and see family members so that they could all sit down and have like a family meeting and talk about what is happening in their marriage. The man agreed. And to her surprise, he even went ahead and buy a flight ticket for her. But they weren't to travel on the same day. So she took the flight ticket and she traveled back home. Few days later, he arrived. And then he came to her family house to visit her. So apparently they were not even living in the same house in Cameroon. So he comes to her family home to visit her. And he doesn't come with his own family so that they could address the marital issues, but it comes with friends. So fast forward, the vacation time expire and they have to return to the US, and they have not addressed any of this issue. So he travels before her. And then when it was time for her to return, she calls him and she asks him that, "Are you going to be able to pick me up at the airport?" He said, "Yes, no problem. I'll come pick you up." So she travels, she gets here, but on his way to picking her up, he said to her that, "By the way, we are not going back to the house because I am selling the house. I put it on the market. I rented an apartment for us." She didn't like that, but what choice did she have? So she goes to the apartment. She gets there and she calls her friends. And she tells her friend that, "I have your package that I returned with. You need to come take it, but I don't live where you know. I live in a different place now." And she sends the address to her friend. Fast forward, her friends kept calling. Her family back home kept calling. Everyone calling, and everyone was anxious because no one could hear from her. No one heard from her. No one knew what was happening. She stopped picking her phone. So the friend decided to call the husband to ask. And the husband replied that, "Hey, I am out of state, so I don't know." So the friend, thank God, had the address of the new apartment. So she decides to go to that place, to drive to that place. She gets to the place, and one of the things that struck her was that the place was so run down. The neighborhood wasn't nice. And she's like, "These people are not that financially broke. How come they live? How come how come they moved from where they were living to relocate in such a place?" That was kind of like what she was saying to herself as she approached the apartment. Now she gets to the apartment. The husband is outside sitting, and there is a full smell. Flies everywhere. So she decided to call the police. The police comes. I believe they broke the door to find her lying in her apartment, decomposed, in a decomposing state. So the friend is the one crying in the video. And for those of you who do not speak French, the friend is saying in the video that, Diane, where are you going? As they move her body away. She's like, Diane, where are you going? You died alone, even though you have kids, even though you are married, you died alone. And then I know I had to cut the video because it's a little bit long. And then she turned and she started insulting the husband. She tells the husband that what kind of man leaves his family for 6 months without giving any information on his whereabouts? What kind of man does that? And then she told the man that now you can go and live freely with your other family, because only a man who has a double life, only a man who has another wife can do the things that you did to my friend. Now you are free to go and live that life. So guys, this is the story. Miss Elise, I know you probably heard a lot about this story. Did I miss anything?
No, everything is correct.
Okay. So we have Luke in the studio as well. Luke, I don't know. I see that you're not connecting. So guys, in the comment section, that is our story of the day. That is our story of the day. This is very sad. This is so sad. And the reason why we are doing this today, like you saw on the disclaimer there, we don't have no proof. This is the things that we were reported on social media. We don't know what happened. So we are not going to come here and pretend as if we know what happened. We don't know. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that I know, at least in my own life, 2 to 3 women living similar situation as Diane. And these women and every other woman out there who is going through this are the reason why we're doing this live today. Because there's nothing we can do for Diane. We cannot bring her back. But maybe at the end of today, someone will gain a little bit more empowerment to protect themselves. So this doesn't happen again. This is the reason of today live. So if I haven't introduced myself yet, my name is Michelle D. So thank you once more for being here, and please continue to like and continue to share and subscribe or follow if you haven't done that yet. So, Miss Elise, would you stay in a marriage where your spouse makes big life decisions? First, take your kids, relocate your kids without your consent, or moving to a new place without consulting with you first, or I don't know, like traveling without telling you.
Coach Michelle, when I was single, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. Hi, Luke. Hi, CB. I don't know where you are. Please join us. Anyway, thank you so much, Coach Michelle. You know, when I was single, Coach Michelle, if I call you and you don't answer my call after 3 hours, you have to be in 2 stages. It's either you're dead and you're in the mortuary, or you are in a coma. You cannot be alive and I call you for 3 hours. You don't text me back. You don't call me back. You don't make any sign. By the time you call me back, you're blocked. I don't have time. You know, Coach Michelle, this is what they call madness and foolishness. Marriage is a contract, Coach Michelle. Marriage remains a contract. If a man does not love you, he does not love you. And one thing I always tell women is that I love men. You know why? They will show you that they're no longer interested. Some women, they too love marriage. You know this word marriage. They love marriage more than their lives. They love marriage more than their children. And they force themselves. A man that will go out of the house, Coach Michelle, for one day, for a few hours, he will not tell me where he is. He's no longer my husband. He belongs to the streets. It's as simple as that. I don't have time for rubbish. I don't have, see, what God cannot do, me, I cannot do it for you. So if God did not force you to come to him, me, I cannot force you to love me. It's as simple as that. So a man that loves a woman, Coach Michelle, will not do anything without hearing, discussing, and getting getting his wife's idea about the situation. No man will do that. So any woman that is with a man that takes uh, big decisions in life and will not inform them, my sister, you are married to yourself. Oh. The man has checked out long ago. So let's start discerning single married women and married women. Let's start making the difference, moving forward. Because it's not every woman that is married. Because many of them they are just married and single, living by themselves. That's not marriage, and they're not born you well. Whose husband are you? My husband. You'll be somewhere dreaming you are my Coach Michelle, this can never happen. This mumu women, I don't know where they pick them from. They'll be begging for love. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. A man, my husband, not be only you marry me, I marry you too. So you will sit down on your own and decide for us. As in, who God, you created heaven and earth. Who are you? Are you crazy? My children? My children? Now you born them? Now you carry them 9 months?
Speak.
Children belong to the mother. Children don't belong to the father. Children don't belong to the father. Because your contribution was 2 minutes. My contribution is 9 months. Is my blood, is my flesh, is my suffering. And then you in America, hey, Jehovah Shammah, oh, Jehovah Rapha, omnipotent God. See, before I close my eye and open, your brain is already arranging itself. Nonsense. This is rubbish, Coach Michelle. This is just nonsense. Let me stop here. Thank you. This is rubbish. Big nonsense, arrant nonsense. Foolish woman.
Look, welcome on the studio. How you doing, Look? Thank you so much, Miss Elise. Look, can you hear me?
Hello, ma. Good evening, ma. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to take another phone because of the voice, the audio.
Okay. All right, you
I'm
do
trying to
that.
use
You do that.
another phone.
Yes.
I can
So,
hear what you guys are saying.
yeah, yeah. And also, if you can manage the comment when you have a moment, please, so that I'm not too distracted over here. I mean, Miss Elise,
Okay,
you said
okay.
that Miss Elise, you said that the kids belong to the women. I mean, the kids belongs to the two, right? To both couple. I mean, that's the least to say. And I still cannot wrap my mind over. I don't even know how that is legally possible. I don't know even if it's legally possible that a spouse decide to relocate the kids outside of the country without the consent of another parent. Is it even legally possible? I don't know though.
Coach Michelle, I've seen two cases like this. A
Oh,
man took the
really?
children, yeah. A man took children and sent her to his country, to his mother's house. This woman went to court. The court gave the man 72 hours to bring back the children to America. Before 72 hours, the children were in America. Are you crazy? It will not happen. You cannot even, Coach Michelle, if somebody is in Texas, you take the person children in Arizona, the court will order you to move back to Texas. You cannot, because the parent, it has to be the parents' approval, the other parents. If they are not okay, you're not even moving 2 hours away or 3 hours away. You're not moving to another city. You cannot. Because parents have the right of visitation even after divorce. They have
Yes.
the right to see their children. You cannot take somebody's child and go and give your mother a colo. What do they do you in this modern society? See, some women, because Michelle, you not sure this woman they don't do juju on her because I don't think she was normal. Oh. Because come to think of it, I don't think this woman was normal. A man would just leave the house for 6 months and he come back, you receive him as a husband. See, are they doing juju on this woman? Because we have to see, Coach Michelle always say anything you cannot explain physically, we have to ask for spiritual answers. So, because Coach Michelle, when you look at it, I don't think these women have all their brain. No. If you ask me, true, I don't think these women are normal. Because a man that wouldn't leave the house for 1 week and come back and you accept him as a husband, my sister, what is wrong with you? We have to go for prayer with you. I don't think for me, Coach Michelle, after even getting angry and everything, I come to realize maybe these men do juju on this woman, oh, and they're not normal, oh, and they lose their mind, oh. Because we might be calling them names now when they don't carry their child, put a bottle. Anything the man just say, they say yes, no, yes, no. I don't know because I don't think say Hold me, hey, the grace. I
That's
go
what I'm
show you, Pepe.
saying. So maybe the woman,
Mm.
the fact that maybe this man was disappearing for several months before returning to the house, maybe the woman started complaining about, because apparently she was a nurse assistant. So and you know, as a nurse assistant, I'm telling you, no matter what shift you do, it's difficult to manage your kids if you're alone. It's hard, especially if they are younger. Because even if you work at night, is it safe to leave your kids working? I mean, sleeping home by themselves when dad has disappeared? Even if you work from 6 to 2 p.m., usually at 2 p.m., like let's assume they take the bus to return home. At they usually like they might get there at home before you, or even at 6, you have to be at work at 6 o'clock. You cannot go drop the kids in school at 6 o'clock when the school open like at 7:30. So no matter what shift you do, it's difficult to work in a healthcare and managing your children by yourself. So maybe this man offered the solution to like, hey, since you're complaining that when I disappear, you cannot manage the kids. Maybe I should.
Why will he even offer that kind of nonsense when he disappear? Who is he to disappear? Who is he to disappear?
You cannot make
Is
someone
you?
love, Miss Elise.
No, 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 Coach
In
Michelle,
that
wait, forget
fact,
about love. Forget about love. Oh. You say these children belong to woman and man, no problem. You know what people do sometimes? You know, when they caught, there's this case I know, one of my friends, the man was misbehaving, 5 children. You know what the court said? Since the man went and took an apartment 15 minutes away from her house, you know what the court order? They say the children will stay with him from
mhm.
Sunday to Wednesday. And then she'll go and pick them up from school Thursday till Sunday. They'll stay with her. So he will take care of his children from that Sunday. Oh. He will take them to school, bring them back, and then she will take now from that Wednesday to Sunday. So it's about see where you go. You see all these men that are brain and they are not working. When you take them to court, they will reset the brain for them. You understand? Don't worry. See, there are those women that they don't know. You know the problem with African women, they think that court is bad. See, court is for men and women, and court is to rearrange people's brain. By the time they give him visitation time and time to stay with the children, he will come down on earth. They don't like bringing these men to court. You see, some men, they will not even pay child support. I heard in the video they say she was paying all the bills by herself and everything. They born you well. I'll be with your children at home. You'll be relaxing somewhere. You will pay child support. I even heard the man was doctor in something, something. My brother, say your paychecks, they will cut them, give me. I think you go see black, red, yellow. They crazy. I don't even know. I don't know who they beg for love. I've never heard that singleness kill somebody. Oh. So bad marriages they kill women these days. Being single, I've never killed anybody. See, bad marriage is killing people up and down. Coach Michelle, is this woman? They're too, I don't know. If they call you madam somebody, or they not call you madam somebody, you remove something for your life. When they call you madam somebody, you are happy. You're seeing your husband. You are feeling having butterfly. You are happy. You know he loves you. You love him. That's marriage. The man of where the man you know they see. Care you know they see. Love you know they see. I wish marriage be that. Which marriage be that? Coach Michelle. Come on. Come on, Coach Michelle.
So, and you know also why I'm a little bit skeptical when it comes to that she didn't agree uh, of her kids relocating back to Cameroon, because I'm like, she traveled back there. If it's true, she didn't return with them. And also I'm like, if they really take your kids, unless like I said, maybe she was at a place where she couldn't handle those kids on her own for months and months and months. So I want to believe that maybe some way, somehow, because of the hardship she was experiencing in her marriage, she had agreed that her kids move back to Cameroon, because Miss Elise, you probably have seen this in the community. Sometime in common accord, some couple agreed to take the kids back home so that maybe they can go to school, so that maybe they can, like, for whatever reason, some people do that. So I want to think that maybe because it was so difficult for her to do it, maybe she agreed, because she did go home, if it's true, and she came back and she didn't return with her kids. And I know that if you were to call like the I don't the Homeland Security or the police or whoever to complain, they will make those kids come back. That man was still a free man 3 years later. So I want to agree that I want to think that somehow maybe she didn't have an option. Somehow she agreed that that her kids relocate back home. But now, let's go back to the main question. Why do women stay? Because you said earlier, is when a man doesn't love you anymore, it makes it so clear to you. Listen to me, ladies, please. When a man doesn't love you, it will make it so clear to you that he doesn't love you. Because for a man to disappear without, I can, like you said, Miss Elise said that even one day, I still cannot wrap my mind around that. For a man to leave the house and goes for days and days and days and come back, what are women holding on to? Why do you think women ignore those red flags? And like I said to you, Miss Elise, I know at least two, because it's three, but at least two women who go through this. And sometimes I even brought those stories here without calling anyone's name. Why do you think women choose to ignore those red flags, Miss Elise?
Coach Michelle, you know all these women, eh? I said they are the weapon fashion against themselves. Some women, they love the word marriage. You see, marriage, that word, that title, I'm married. They are not seeing the man. The man is not touching them. They are not discussing. There is no romance. There is no presence. There is no communication. There is no unity. They are married to themselves. In fact, if they have children, they are nannies and house, I don't know, security women taking care of the house and staying in the house empty, no man. They're not seeing the man. But sometimes you see them, they'll be coming for meetings. They'll be wearing same clothes. Yeah, yeah. They don't cost you. You don't know. So God created you to come to earth and suffer for a man. A man is showing you that I don't want you, I don't love you. He's showing it. He's proving it day by day that you're there. I will pray. God will change him. You know, marriage is about endurance. You know, our grandmothers, they did not do this thing. Your grandmother did not leave marriage. That's why your uncles have different heads because your grandmother were cheating in those their marriages, but they were hiding it. Today, if all African men in those days go and do DNA, you will see some of people are siblings. All of them are different. And this one look like the grandfather that died because he died. We don't know who he is. All of them were cheating. They were not happy. They were finding a way of happiness. That's why you hear this phrase, because Michelle, if find a way to make yourself happy, a man will not make you happy. They're just telling the woman directly that create your happiness. Because if you leave, you'll not be able, another man will not take you because they are putting in all African men, they put in their brain that a woman that have children is not good for marriage. She's only good for bed. She's not good for marriage because they are poor. Because the small money they are making, they have to raise their sister's children, the bastard their brother made, the bastard their children made, that they could not find better men to spread leg for. They just born anyhow, and they don't have enough money to take care of those bastards in their family. Then they will be like, if I don't have money for my sister's children, for my brother's children, why would I take another man's children? Poverty mentality. Because they create problem in their family they cannot solve. So when they find a woman that has children, they say, I will not marry her. I don't want to take another man's responsibility. Yeah, you cannot because you're poor. Because if you had money, when you see a single mother, you marry her and take care of her children. Poverty is worrying you people. Coach Michelle, it's all this nonsense culture, this nonsense tradition. When I say tradition don't favor women, me, I always say I'm not African. Oh. People should take it and put it somewhere. Me, I'm American. Because it's on an African tradition, useless when men sat and make law how to make women slave. You even see a government that will say, and when a woman is when a child is 7 years, you give the child to the father, you decrease. The woman cannot take a child because it belongs to the father. Which work? You will even see in those African culture, men they don't even help you women to change diaper. They don't help women to clean children. They don't do anything. They'll go out in the morning and come back in the evening, and the woman don't have the right to ask where are you from, where are you going to. Even when they decide to have 10 women, the woman will not say anything. They'll call it culture.
And Miss Elise,
They'll call it culture and
Miss
tradition.
Elise,
What nonsense, Coach Michelle? This is
yeah.
just rubbish. It's just let's call it spade a spade. It's because of this tradition. Maybe when he took the children, it's even the same family members that will have to blame now. For telling her, marriage now, it's not easy. Maybe she even said that her friend that said she divorced 2 times and she was divorced again. You remember that you saw that video where her friend say she has divorced 2 times
Yes.
and if it doesn't work again in her third marriage where she was divorced
Mind you,
again.
guys,
She
mind you, the friend that is crying in the video, that friend also is saying that I advised Diane several times to divorce, and people will be insulting, bashing on me, insulting me that it's because I am a divorcee. That's why I'm advising my friend to ask for a divorce. And that friend crying in the video said that, yes, I have divorced twice. I am married now, but if things don't work out, guess what? I will divorce again. Because at least me, I call my mom every day and we talk. Her mom is 80-year old. She said that in the video crying. She's like, her mom is 80-year old. Is she ever going to talk to her mom again? She chose to stay married. Me, I've been divorced 2 times. I might even divorce the third time if they give me reason for it. But at least I can talk to my mom every day. So I really hope this is kind of a wake-up call, because listen, if a man will leave you and go for months without this man, just know that the fact that he doesn't divorce you is not because he loves you. It's maybe because it's convenient for him to be with you, knowing the cost of life in America is always easy to pay bills together. Or, guys, I've heard another woman saying that, yes, he's cheating on me, but I will never give him a divorce. And when you say that, I'm not going to give that man that is giving me hell a divorce, guess what? If this man wants out, he will find a way to go out, and pray that he doesn't put you down on his way out. Pray that he doesn't go like in Africa, we'll often some say, over my dead body. Pray that he doesn't leave over your dead body, literally. So it's dangerous, guys. That's why I always say that it's a good thing. I believe, guys, you know my point. I've mentioned this here several times. I believe that there is no situation that cannot be redeemed as far as marriage is concerned. But it takes two parties. It takes two parties to make it work. Someone can make a crazy mistake, but then you see them really working hard to make amends. You see them really repentant. You see them really doing everything in their power to redeem the relationship, to restore that relationship. And you see him trying hard. And I will often say in this case, I will give advice to these people involved, to this woman involved, or to this man involved, that because your partner is trying so hard to gain you back, to make things work, maybe don't be in a hurry to check out, or maybe take time, maybe go through counseling, maybe talk about it. Because guess what? Yes, your next relationship is not going to be an El Dorado. You don't know that. So maybe if you can fix it, if you can arrange it, do it. But a man continues to do something, repeating pattern over and over and over. It does the same thing. It cheats. It doesn't care. It does it over and over and over. And maybe the only reason he's staying with you is because you are refusing to grant him a divorce. Well, you're saying that you'd rather stay in that marriage at the price of your life because it might take you out of the way. Someone mentioned that who knows if the reason why he has agreed to pay for the flight ticket was so that she will go to Cameroon and he will give her something that would take time to act in her body, like a slow concoction or something.
A
Sometimes
slow poison, a slow poison. Yeah.
sometimes you take a poison, it doesn't kill you right away. So who knows if that was the plan? She came home and the thing started working on her body and she ended up dying alone in that apartment. Being married with kids.
Coach Michelle, I don't even know at what point this woman lost her mind. Somebody has taken away your children from you. How will you even call him to pick you up from the airport? How will you even allow him? How will you continue living life after that with him? How will you still live in the same house with him? How will you still call him your husband? How will you allow him to go and take an apartment for you and put things in the apartment? You don't know what happened in that apartment before you're coming in there. How will you be so, I don't know. What kind of spirit was leading this woman? How can you be so, why can you be so sick? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? How can somebody that take away your children want well for you? Okay, let's say she was a nurse assistant or whatever. Okay, her children were away for 3 years. Did she go to school to better herself? She could have gone do LVN since she was alone. Just leave the man alone. Go get an apartment or even get a room in somebody's house. People do that. Get a room, pay 300 or 500, have a part-time job, go back to school to better your life. And when you are better, you now go to court and then say you want your children back when you're more stable financially. Can you be that dumb? How can a woman stay without her children and do nothing about it? And she call herself man. I don't know what is wrong with some women, or Coach Michelle. That's why I think maybe we'll have to start looking for spiritual aspect, because I know of many cases where these men they do juju on women so that they can control the finances of these women, they control the woman's life, the woman cannot leave, even if they cheat or anything like that. I know of 3 stories of men making juju on the woman, and that they will be misbehaving and everything, and the woman will do nothing until they discover the juju. All these African useless men, most of them, they are doing juju on their wives now because they know that women in America, once they make money, they don't take bullshit anymore. But they want the women to take bullshit. They want the women to accept that teaching, cheating, and doing anything they want to do, and they don't want the women to leave. So they want to keep the women by doing juju. So now, Coach Michelle, it's a pattern. It's a new pattern for this men. That's why I say, is she not a victim of this juju? Because I don't see how me as a mother I will sleep without knowing where my children are. Eh? The fire, they say fire will come down from heaven. It's not just possible. I will sleep without seeing my children. Never. How many children that she had, and then somebody will just decide where to go and dump your children. Are you sensitive? Coach Michelle, this is juju. This is not normal. I beg. This is juju.
Coach, sorry, Luke, you haven't said anything yet. Are you able to add now? So far
I'm
we
just
have
managing my
covered.
phone.
What was that, Luke?
So I will go with my phone. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was saying that. Do you want to add anything? What do you like?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts around a man taking major decision in a marriage without consulting the spouse on, and the woman on the other side just putting up with all the red flags?
This serious. Why will a man take decisions on a marriage without his wife knowing about it? That's that's a very serious one, because even with the red flags, the woman is seeing the red flags and she's just, I don't know. Mr. Lee was saying they use juju for her. I don't want to say that is juju actually. Maybe she's hypnotized with love. Maybe she's hypnotized with love.
How can you love someone like that though?
that, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
hard.
Maybe she was hypnotized with love. She was hypnotized with love, because how can you be seeing the red flags and you don't want to do anything about it? Or are you poor? Are you not doing anything with yourself? Can't you leave the marriage? Because I don't want to believe that it's juju. I don't want to say that's juju. Maybe she's been hypnotized. Maybe the man is giving her something that she cannot get elsewhere. Maybe physically, maritally, otherwise, romantically. Maybe the man is giving her something that she cannot get elsewhere. That's why she's staying in the marriage, despite all those red flags she's seeing. And in a marriage that a man cannot even confide in with his wife, that's a red flag to me. Actually, that's very bad, very bad thing to me. I don't I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, we're talking like maybe she's being hypnotized. We don't know, but I want us to maybe now discuss another aspect that I know affects. It has maybe like a lot to do with this kind of things that we're seeing. Because before I get to that next question or next aspect of our discussion today, few days ago I was reported the story of a woman, of one of our sisters in Canada. She died, but because before she passed, they said that The husband had gone back to Cameroon and got married to another wife and would start traveling back and forth as he pleased, right? And it became like, and they had like 3 or 4 kids. And she was a nurse. She wasn't like, not even like a nurse assistant. She was financially doing well for herself. So it was hard. Like it really took a toll on her as in such a way that she felt sick and she was admitted in the hospital. And her family began to advise her that, hey, this is too much. You know what? As soon as you get better, do not stay with this man. You need to move out of there. You need to ask for a divorce because this man now, like 1, 2, 3 times a year, he would just travel to go to his other wife without like any notice or stuff like that. But the unfortunate truth is that she never made it home. And they're thinking that she died out of like shock, depression. They don't know. But she did not make it home. And when I was reported that story, they were gonna like send her body back like that week, that same week. And I'm like, when things like that happen, who is at lost? Her children, her family. And also another thing that we are African, we know that in Africa, when you sleep, your enemies don't sleep. And I'm like, when a man has a double life, especially one being based back home, when he goes there and come back, you don't know all the things that that man comes back with. You don't know all the things that that man come back with. Even if it's just like foolish and just doing his own thing, the other woman is at war with you. The other woman also wants to travel. And we know that in Western country, polygamy is not a thing. So as long as this man is married to you, the other woman will not be able to travel. And do you think that she's going to fold her hands? No. So you're here, you're just minding your business and you're just trying to do the best that you can, but there's someone back home who is not sleeping. Maybe she's going like in all the juju houses with your name. And then when your husband come home, you don't know all the stuff that they rub on him. You don't know, I don't know. You don't know all the spirit that it returns with. And if you're not a prayerful person, do you think you're going to survive? So those are things to think about. But again, let's talk about why these women stay. Could it be that, Miss Elise, that our community, the way that the community is built, the way that our culture is built, do you think it has to do with the fact that we endure this kind of marriages? Because this is a woman who is going through hell. The husband leaves her to pay bills by herself. And we heard in the video, her friend crying in the video said that, how can you abandon a nurse assistant to take care of all the bills alone? So here she is, having to deal with all the bills by herself, having to go months without hearing from her husband. But she doesn't seek for counseling. She chooses to go back home so that families can help them solve their issues. Let's talk about that, Miss Elise. Is that the right thing to do? When these kind of things start going down, is it right to try to bring both families together to try to patch things up?
I don't understand how you put Jehovah Shammah. When you started with that man, the family accepted. Did the family tell you to go and be with him? No.
Yes, that's why we
No.
do bride. Family comes
No,
together.
no, wait, Coach Michelle. When both of them started, I like you, was family there.
No.
When this man decided to start cheating, disappearing for months, was the family involved? Why is it that when she has to take a decision about her own life, she has to involve the family? Oh, okay, now that she's dead, how many of the family members have died with her? Life is personal. Do what works for you, everybody will adjust. See, when God was sending you on earth, He said go. He didn't say they go, He said you go. You are not on earth to accomplish people's purpose. You have a purpose, you have a mission on earth. Okay, oh yeah, if they send you on earth to come and suffer for man, to come and be Jesus too, because the only person that carry people's sin was Jesus. I'm not ready to carry anybody's wahala. Oh. Hey, I'm not ready. So if their new Jesus, small Jesus, women have decided to be Jesus, a man will show you that he doesn't want you. A man will show you that he doesn't respect you. A man will show you that you're nobody to him. When that man took his children, her children, their children back home, his family member, did they tell him that this is wrong? This woman needs her children. Children should not stay away from the mother. This will cause emotional damage to this woman. If you don't love her again, let them be with their mother because nobody can love these children like their mother. They were like, send them here as long as you're sending dollars. And behind these children, we can run one or two, bring them selfish families. You know, this African family, when I say they are hypocritical and useless people, Coach Michelle, it's all in African culture. You see hypocrisy at the highest level, devils working in the daylight, witches and wizards, daylight one. They will be like, my family is not your family. If they were the one, will they allow someone to take their children and go and drop somewhere and their child will be going through trauma? The answer is no. But you know, these African people, they are very wicked. If they want wicked you, as long as they are gaining profit in the process, they can do it with full chest. Which father will allow his child to suffer trauma because of another man? You know, they. But you see, they'll be like, my family is a family. But when it comes to Pasha, it comes to doing bad because of their son decision, backing up their son in wrong, they will do it. Where was the family when 3 years ago you took the children without the woman's permission? You want to tell me that in that man's entire village, there's no wise man that will say no. Before you leave the children here, we have to hear from your wife. This is wrong. Take back these children there, arrange with your wife, and you both should decide because they are not your children alone. You want to tell me in their village there is no wise man? All these elders that will be you give them small beer, small mimbo, small pine, small anything. Their brain go share. Give them dollar. Hey, mama son, anything you say, we are behind you.
Of
Because
course.
Michelle, you never see anything, eh? These people, they are wicked set of people. When I call them wicked, it's literally like the broad daylight wickedness. Because you will not tell me that you will see me, your sister, doing wrong to someone. You will not tell me, hey, my sister, if it was you, you like it, don't do this. Rearrange yourself. You will not call me to order because you are giving me small dollar because there's favor. That is witchcraft. And this is what is running in families. Suffering somebody's child as long as you have benefits. Until death. Until death. Wicked people. That is to tell you that they have no remorse. They have no remorse. They have no sympathy. They have no love. All they know is interest as long as it benefits them. All this
All this
African family,
Elise.
they will even their own children, they will love them because of something. Stop giving them money, you see their red color. They will buy you self, take your belonging.
Yeah,
Build back home and not do don't give them money. They will buy you and take your properties. Coach Michelle, these people are not good. They are not good, no use, no need self. This culture you see, was in those days women did not talk. Men decided, they say, these women are very smart, we will not send them to school. Because they have not gone to school that smart. If they go to school now, we will not have a say. They make women not to go to school. After that, they created more rules to make women slaves. Since they were slaves to white people, they're like, okay, we are slave to the white man. Let us get our own slaves in our house. Women, they'll be our slaves so that we also feel big. That's what they did. Wicked people. I don't know how you wicked your brother, your sister, same skin. You wicked your own person, same country, same tribe.
So, Miss
You
Elise,
wicked them.
are you saying that this family failed this woman, like both families?
They both family failed them. Even her family. They know that in America there are laws, Coach Michelle. In America, there's women's right, there are children's rights. This woman said, I don't know, her friends were talking because from the video, her friend was like, they told her that you have resources, you can come out of it. She
Yeah,
refused. What
yes.
happened to her family?
Yeah, she said that in the video that I told her you have resources here.
Because
Yeah.
Michelle, me, if a woman come and tell me that, if you tell me that your husband is beating you, I'll call police and say you put your husband is beating you. So if you die, means your husband don't kill you, I'll report to police. Don't come and tell me your problem.
Miss
I'll
Elise,
report to police. Because
Miss
Michelle,
Elise.
her family failed her. Her family failed her big time. And I hope now they are happy that they failed their daughter. I hope they are very, very happy. I hope so. But maybe somewhere the family told her to file. And since Oga Luke says she was in love, useless love, if it's not juju love, which normal love will make a woman let her children go? I don't even know how she sleeps at night. Oh. I don't know. Women that don't have their children, how they sleep at night,
AJ,
only God knows.
I'm thinking that the reason why she resolved in going back home to fix this is because maybe she was hoping that the family were gonna speak some senses back into this man.
After 3 years, Coach
She was
Michelle, Coach Michelle, after 3 years, says not catch them 1 year, says not catch them in 6 months, says not catch them in 2 years. See, Coach Michelle, I like this American phrase that say when people show you who they are, believe them. Coach Michelle, and me personally, I don't give
the
people
first
second
time.
chances. Me, I don't give people second chances. If you disappoint me once, it's okay. Your name is disappointment. I don't go trust you again. If you want, pretend as you want. For me, I've already put in a point on your case. Me, I don't give second chances. I don't believe in people will change. See, my brother, it's okay. Go to God for prayers. I don't have time for you anymore. Even in friendship, me, I don't give second chances because I believe that people think before they act, and when they act, they mean it. It's up to you. It's up to you to review your life, take their action, and make a decision out of it. I don't believe in second chances because Michelle, people will pretend and they will go back to their real nature. That's the truth about it. Ask all these useless women, their husband are cheating. They will ask forgiveness today. He will cheat again and ask for forgiveness. Ask them. They have not changed. There's nothing like a changed cheater. It's not there. It's not true. Coach Michelle, people, I don't know why people are like this. You know what makes Europe different from Africa? A European man, if he's with you, he's with you. The day he doesn't want you, he say he doesn't love you again.
Of
Ho
course.
ha.
Yeah.
He's very
And
truthful.
that's the
You will
thing with
meet.
this man. Look, maybe you being the only guy in the studio, maybe you would tell me. And guys in the comment section, if you want to come in, let me know. We'll drop the link. You come in. Why do this man stay with this woman? Right? Why don't they just check out? Why does a man treat you like this, gives you help, but yet won't let you go? I've never understood that psychology behind that. Because I know very few myself. They do these things, but guess what? They come back and they tell you, oh, you're my wife and I love you so much and I don't want to let you go. And oftentimes, this is the reason why these women stay. Because you knowing the story or looking at the story from afar, you wonder, why is she staying? But you don't know what it tells her when it comes back. And I'm like, this man, is obvious that you don't want to be with this woman. Why don't you let her go? Look, do you know why they do that? Look, are you here?
I think Luke has a connection problem. You see the way he's coming up and going back. Coach Michelle, I can answer you why.
You, but
Because
but you're not a man though. You don't know
no,
why they do that.
Coach Michelle, I've studied psychology. I can answer you.
Okay.
The problem is that when you accept everything, it's okay for a man to live with you and have his double life. You are with him, he can come home, you take care of the children, he has the easiness of seeing his children whenever he wants to, right? He can come to you and still go out and do whatever he wants to do. So he has a free will, a free ground where he can do with you whatever he wants to do and you will take it and still live his double life. If some men were allowed, they'll have five women, five houses. They go here, go here, go here, freedom. Nobody will tell them where are you coming from, where are you going to. Some men, if they give them that leverage, they'll be very, very happy. They have like five girls, Anita, Josephine, all mention the names. They'll go here, do 2 days, go there 3 days. As long as they can see their children when they want, nobody is
Just
leaving
to
them wahala.
just to
And these
come
women are,
just to come to
and these
that
women are
popular
even paying, yeah, and these women are even paying bills, not adding bills on their head. They will be free bed. My expenses, and they will do it now. Who don't like freedom? Free
just
life, do anything you want.
what is popular like that popular saying that men are polygamous in nature, right?
Nobody is polygamous in nature. Everybody have the we have no everybody wants to. Because we share there's nothing like polygamous in nature. There are some men that respect their body. They cannot mix up with any woman. There are some men that will understand the consequences of spiritual bindiness. There are men that know that sex is not just sex, beyond physical, it goes spiritually. There are some men that don't want to destroy their destiny, they don't sleep around because of self-discipline. There are some men that they were cursed. If you go and see their great grandfather, they were womanizers. It's from generation to generation. It's a familiar spirit. Before you marry a man, you have to know where he's coming from. Because that generational spirit that will come and visit him from time to time. Yes, Oga, look, are you back? Oh, I thought he came back. So, Coach Michelle, you have to check where the man is coming from. Is his father a humanizer? Was his mother a quiet woman? Was she staying at home? You have to check those things. Because if you see a trace of animosity, a trace of womanizing, a trace
Hello,
of
can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you now.
No, go ahead. Yeah, we
Can
can
you
hear
hear me?
you. Look, are you here? Oh yeah. So yeah, his
You went
network.
out. So, Coach Michelle, when you see all those traces, you have to ask yourself, is this man born again? Has he prayed for deliverance to deliver himself from these bondages? How is his personal what are the pattern of his lifestyle? If you see any trace, run, no, run. Me, I'll not even advise any woman to marry a man that's coming from a polygamous home. Because don't worry, if he doesn't marry another woman, he will cheat on you till you die. If God does not hold him, God does not hold him, you hold on to God too, because the way God will hold somebody will just run away from God's presence. If that person is not a genuine Christian, you're just wasting your time. He will destroy your life and move on. Coach Michelle, today's men, Coach Michelle, they don't tell a woman I don't want you anymore. They will misbehave until you yourself you go and ask for divorce. The reason why 97% of divorce cases are initiated by women because it is easy for a man to stay with you and go and have his life outside and come back inside because he feel like I'm not losing my property, I'm not losing my freedom, I'm not losing anything, and she's
I'm not
supporting me
losing my
financially. So
kids.
I'm not
Yeah.
looking at my space. So he's fine. He's fine doing anything he wants to. I'm coming back home. The reason why a man is cheating is because you are still his wife. If you divorce him, put her on child support. Let's see with his small remaining money how he will build a new life on that woman. That's why this African man you hear after divorce he killed his wife because they cannot take it. Just imagine a man having 5 children, they take 75% of the salary and gives to the woman. How much is he left with? He has to do overtime to do everything. So if he doesn't do overtime, how long will he do overtime? His body at the time will just break down, go to the hospital, stress because he's not sleeping enough, because he's not resting enough. Then which woman would take him with that 25% left? So some of them they cannot take what they give. When the woman put them on child support, they'll start saying she's wicked. Child support means money to take care of your children. But they will not want it. They want to finish the woman, buy the woman so that they will have freedom. After that, they will even go to jail. And the child will be that mother with that father. Because they say, "Ah, if I lose, all of us lose." Useless people. You will not sit down and stay with one woman. You want to go everywhere. I always tell these men, if you want to be polygamous or free to do whatever you want to do, go and do it in Africa. Africa, there's no law. You give small change, they remove the case. You give small change, they make the case stay for 10 years. Every month you'll be giving money, they'll be pushing it, pushing it. The woman will be suffering. Come and do it in America. Come and do it in America. They will reset your brain. You know why many Black Americans are in jail? Because of child support. But in our community, many women don't put men on child support. Because what the family say, whatever he had, let him give me. Put them on child support, they'll become normal men. You'll be the one to beg you that please can we arrange again? And I promise you.
But
He
you
will
know,
reset his brain.
Denise, like someone said somewhere that the one time we spoke about prenup before marriage in this on this platform, because someone said that the person that you divorce is not the person that you married. Like during the divorce process, sometimes you realize that you have never knew this person because they just become something else. And we have heard of stories here in the diaspora of women being stabbed to death by the ex-husband, being shot dead by the ex-husband because it was so worked up over child support. We've heard countless of those stories. And the unfortunate truth is that once you divorce them, whether you put them on child support or not, they have the right to come and see their kids. So it's not like this man maybe is giving you like some dangerous vibes. And sometimes you don't even know how to put these things in words. You decide to move out. You know, like maybe 4 years ago, there was another story of this man killing him and the wife and leaving 3 kids. They were divorced. She had moved on. She was dating someone else. He picked up the kids for the weekend. And when at the end of the weekend, went home to leave the kids. And there he shot the wife and shot the ex-wife and killed himself. And before doing that, he posted on social media because I saw the post. He said he was going to organize a barbecue party. He went and he killed the wife and he killed himself. So I'm like, it's just so scary. It's like there's not winning. Like there's not like you can't win. You divorce them. I mean, they mistreat you. You stay. They might end up killing you just so that it can be easy for them to move on. You decide to leave them. You move out. You move on, and they get stuck over the fact that you have left them or over the fact that you have put them on child support and now you're in danger. Another one was in front of her apartment putting the kids in the on the car seat. You know, like when you turn around to adjust the kids in the car seat, the husband came with a knife and ended her life. And I'm like, so how do you manage these kind of things? How do you protect yourself? Let's talk
Coach
about
Michelle,
how do
Coach
you protect
Michelle,
yourself?
Yeah, now can
Coach
you hear me?
Michelle.
Yeah,
Yes, we can hear
yeah,
you.
go ahead, look.
Okay. Sorry, I've been having some network issues and
Yeah, it's
I'm
clear
very
now.
sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm very sorry. Thank you. Okay, I want to I want to believe what you said earlier about culture. You know, uh, I can't. I don't want to allow us to play down the parts that culture plays in a marriage, in an African marriage. Africans, they believe in culture. They can allow a woman to maybe suffer in the marriage. I won't say the word suffer. I would say submit to the husband fully because they don't want their family to be disgraced. Maybe the woman left their home, so they don't want the family to be disgraced that their husband chased her out of the house, even though she's suffering in the house because of culture per se. They will have to allow to stay there and endure, and that's what I see in this marriage, this couple. Maybe the woman was trying to tell the family, but maybe they were. I'm just saying maybe they were saying that she just enjoy a little, things will get better. Even though she was seeing the red flags and she's the one suffering it, she was saying her family will solve everything. And finally she got the negative answer. Nothing was solved. And I want to also say that men naturally men are polygamous. It takes the grace of God for a man to have that self control. Control men. It's not really easy when the urge of a man comes. It's not very hard for a man to control it. That's why I say men are polygamous. It's not really easy for men to control it. It takes the grace of God for a man to control himself, to marry one wife. That's why we see people getting married to more than 3 wives and they have money, they can take care of them. But you can see a man who stick to one woman. It's the grace of God. It's not really natural for a man to stay with one woman. But I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's possible because we are all Christians. So it's possible for a man to stay with one woman. But it takes the grace of God for one to do it because men are naturally polygamous. That's what I have to say, Coach Michelle.
All right. Thank you so much for thank you. And
Yeah, Coach Michelle, I want to answer Oga Luke. We also take the grace of God for a woman to stay with one man. Because the devil does not only tempt men, he also tempts women. The same temptation you people have, we have it. So it's the grace of God in both sides. That's why I say if a man cheat on you, cheat back. If you don't want to leave him, cheat back.
No,
Because a normal woman, if a man cheats, she will leave.
Miss Elise.
Because she does, it's true. You people don't like the truth. You people like to hear people are dying. If she was cheating, had a boyfriend, she will not
You
die
know
because
who said that people are dying?
yeah, be yeah, because she refused to do what I told her to. I'll be telling women
Let's
here to do.
let's go
That's
back
why
in
she.
time, Miss Elise. Let's go back in
Mercy, you're
time.
laughing. Because
Let's
Michelle, in time, grandmothers were cheating. That's why you see uncles, they
go.
don't have the same head. One is tall, the other one is short. They say, hey, it's Jane. Which Jane? These women have been cheating. That's what they say. Don't suffering. Because Michelle, there's no woman that will not die of depression if she's not cheating. It's a lie. Any woman that made 40 years of
You know
suffering
why I say
with
men
a
are
cheating husband, she's cheating.
natural?
Coach
Go
Michelle, no woman will stay with a cheating husband and not die of depression. It's not possible. Any woman that is a cheating husband, you're seeing her shining and everything. She's just cheating the husband how to cheat and not get caught. She's doing her do. She's running her business. Look, Coach Michelle, I will find these Facebook pages that are doing a fidelity checkup. You will see marriages of 37 years. The man have zero children. I mean, those you will be congratulating them. Ah, this woman, she's enjoying. No, marriage is not easy. We have to be. It's our culture. It's tradition. Men are polygamous, but all her children one not belong to the man. You're telling me women are stupid. Men are very useless.
but you
There's
but
no way you will stay with a woman that is. See, Coach
but,
Michelle,
but
oh,
you're
you
right.
always see, Coach Michelle, it's not possible. I say it's not possible. Go and conduct DNA. DNA. You see siblings, they don't even look alike. You see siblings, you'll be like, are they siblings? You be asking yourself question that you cannot. It's some question you can't even say it from your mind. You'll be like, now wow, you people are siblings. Ah, thank God. But if you conduct DNA, they don't have the same father. But that woman stayed there for 60 years, for 30 years. What you were playing around with? Nonsense culture. We should teach our daughters that they are human beings like men. You men, we are polygamous. When you just hear that they saw your woman greeting a man, why did you hug him? Why you want to come out of yourself? See, women, you should start giving men back to back. Back boss. If they want free marriage, you open the free marriage. Do like them because the man is the head of the family. You people should stop dying of
How
stress.
do
Me,
they
I
call
have
it?
solution for you
American
people.
people have a way to call that open marriage.
Open marriage.
Open
If a
marriage.
man
And just
say
do
he
it.
want monogamous marriage and one day he wake up and say want open marriage, my sister, you have to do like your husband. They say men are the head of the family. Anything a man does, you follow him. Make sure you do it even better than him. Anything he's doing, follow his lead. See, people want to die for men. When we are talking here that move, live, there are HIV, there are sicknesses, there's juju, there's spiritual bondage, there's everything. You supposed to run. You supposed say you want to answer Mrs. No problem. Me, I'm bringing a new solution. Please do as your husband. If it's wicked, be wicked. If it's cheating, be cheating. So that you have somebody that will be consoling you when imagine 6 months absence. Do you know how many dates we would have gone to? Do you know how many gifts you could have been receiving from your sweethearts? Why you waste your life, my sister? Why you do like that? Now who will raise your children? You have to create your own happiness somewhere so that you'll be happy. As he's going, he's happy. You're coming back to you're happy. Who don't like
Yes.
happiness? Hmm? You
Ye-
people should not be doing. I don't like this kind of thing. Because Mister, this is what I hate. Good advice they will not follow. Now I'm giving them solution. They don't want. They want to be there in people's houses. I don't want to hear any story of death again. No, people should take this free advice and run with it. What is it? They will say stay alive for your children. You say man, no. They say for yourself, for your own mental health. You say no. They say
Elise,
okay, do what the man
Elise,
is doing. You say no. Okay,
Elise.
what do they want us to do? Coach Michelle, me, I'm here for solution. I have solution for every problem. Every problem I have a solution. So what other solution do they want? I have two solutions. Let them pick one. Let us not have another story here that they kill you. No. If a man is very violent, one day take a pot, beat on his head. When he wake up, he'll be this woman. I think in a new violence, she's also violent. Show him small gra gra. What is it? Now let him if he beats, break his leg. When you wake up, you say, do I do? He go fear. I go can't kill you. How? What he go do self? You people should stop it. Oh. People should stop it. Because Michelle, I don't like all these things these women are doing. They're giving us BP for nothing. Eh? Some people we used to spend time, we are now very sad because of a woman that does not listen. They should choose one advice and we move. I don't want to hear another story where a woman die. Oh. There are solutions for your life, please. For those who want to live and those who want to stay. Hmm? Coach Michelle, tell me the one I should re-explain because I've given my own solution. I don't want to hear any story of woman die. I don't want to hear. Stop dying. Oh, stop. The woman's mother, 80 years. She don't do her runs until 80 years. She never died. If you go and check now, maybe her children are not the children, husband, children, but she's alive. She not fire herself because of man. Young girl, 43, she won't die. If she go to Amara, say, Mama, how do they do this thing? How they show me how these runs they go? Are they give on free advice on a one listing? You don't want to listen to your parents, you don't want to listen to me. What you wanna die, you want die? Oh, choose one thing. Choose one thing. They say choose the man that love you, you say no. Choose the one that care, you say no. The one that say he doesn't care, they say run, you say no. They
The
say
thing
do
is
like him,
that
you say
people
no.
change. Miss Elise, you know people change. It's not that they didn't choose the man who
People
the man,
don't change. People
changed.
don't change. Now when
That
they
is
change, you too
loving
change
them.
now.
And
Coach
but
Michelle, I say,
Elise,
if a man change, you too change like him. Are you Jesus that does not change? If the man has the ability to change, you too carry the change. Put up a body. He change, you change. They move, you move.
yeah, but listen, we are not here to create rebellious wives, okay? Or
We don't want to talk about that woman. Coach Michelle,
no, we are
something
not
what
here
you
to.
do, eh? Coach Michelle, God is watching you. So you want us to be burying people. Me, I'm tired though. I don't want to hear any topic of death again because we are giving solution, Coach Michelle. Coach Michelle, this
Ah,
man that has been running away for 6 months, 10 months, or 100 months, took somebody's
hi,
children. He's alive,
Clarice.
oh.
Welcome,
He's
Clarice.
alive, oh. Coach Michelle, this man is alive. Nothing has happened to him with all his bad character, bad life. He's alive, oh.
He's
His
alive
parents did not
and
lose
well
him.
and kicking.
And well, so if he would have done like him, all of them will be alive now. They'll both of them wait for judgment. God not go vex. God not go vex. Oh, say you have done well, my daughter. Go to hellfire. My son, well done. Go to hellfire. Everybody will receive judgment. But on this earth, don't die for anybody. Now the person will die will lose, oh. Now the person will die will lose. Now her children have no mother.
No
Her mother
father.
has no daughter. See her friend are crying.
They have no
What
mother,
kind of
no
life?
mother, no father because he obviously doesn't care for them.
So this kind of solution what they give now, which one bad inside? I'm giving reasonable solution to reasonable problem. As you bring it, I find a solution for you according to the problem you have. I'm giving them solution. Nobody should come here and say they did not come to this. I will make sure I share this live like 100 times after this one, so that they will learn. They will learn. You guys should stop dying for men. Stop dying for men. Oh, they will not listen. After they will say I'm a bad counselor. I'm giving them real solution that will keep them alive. They don't want here.
And,
Okay. Oh.
and you know, you mentioned something that most women who stay in these marriages, they either do the same that things that the husband is doing, or they are depressed. And people don't understand the impact of depression. I told you guys about the story of the other one. She got depressed, she started falling sick, she was admitted in the hospital, and she never made it back home. It's insane how much. I don't know what is happening to the men. I do not know, but I also know that when a woman has said in her mind that she is not going to leave her husband, guys, I'm talking this, I have experienced this firsthand. When a woman has said in her heart that she's not going to leave her husband, you can say what you want, you can give her all the counseling that you want, she is not going to leave that man. And that's also why I'm very shocked, because I don't know what this man told to this woman. Because they do all of this, they do all of this crazy stuff. We are aggravated, but you don't know when the two of them, you don't know what he's telling her. And
Coach
it's very,
Michelle is
it's
Juju.
very
Coach Michelle
sweet.
is Juju.
And
Coach
it's
Michelle is
very,
Juju.
and she's like, I
Is
don't care what
Juju.
you guys say, I'm staying right here.
Coach Michelle is Juju. Is Juju. Is Juju. You cannot if you check very well, this man has done Juju on this woman. Because normally when your brain stop functioning like a natural human being, my dear, you are inside a bottle.
But I'm going to say something. Let's talk a little bit. How do we balance culture, being abroad, living in the diaspora, and having coming from Africa? How do you balance both? Because meanwhile, Luke said earlier that we are not just gonna embrace the Western culture, because we still are from a family, and in Africa we do extended family. How do we manage both? Like, how do we find that perfect balance? Because I'm not just gonna tell women that, hey, the moment that you live in America, and please, I'm telling you guys, America, African men who live in the diaspora, you come to the discussion where two, three, four of them are seated and talking. They have the same conversation. They say these women, the moment they come to America, they start behaving like American women. What is wrong with these women? The moment they come
Yeah,
here, they forget where they came from. The
yeah,
moment
Coach Michelle,
they have
Coach
the same
Michelle,
conversation, all of them. So I want us to kind of, how do we balance those two? Yes, we
Coach Michelle, please,
live in
Coach
America.
Michelle, please,
How do we act in a safe way for ourselves, our family, without renouncing to our culture?
Coach Michelle. Culture changes. That's why in those days, our great grandfather were walking naked. They were using a mirror to cut their beards. Culture move, I
Out of
mean,
luck and fast. Luck and
culture culture improves. Coach Michelle, if you ask Oga Luke, when we had a debate the other day, that if your sister is
this
suffering,
organ.
will you leave her in that marriage? Say no, he will save his sister's life. You see, culture that does not work for people should change. People should review this cultural behavior. There's no mother normal. Oh, not be. I think African people, their brain don't shake. Their brain they shake. See, there's no father, that will sit down and know that the daughter is going through trauma by a human being, a man like him. And he will sleep and tell the daughter, you have to continue to endure. Because it's a shame if you come back here alive, we prefer to come and carry your corpse in the name of honor. Normally, Coach Michelle, it's not done. Since African people, their brain they shake, for them it's normal. I don't know if you see the difference. There's no man that will want his wife to go out and not tell him where she's going to and come back after 1 week, 2 weeks. And when she come back, he will accept her back as a wife. But in the African culture, women are like mobile animals. They have no right, they have no feelings, they have no say. Men can do, women cannot do. Why do you people have that kind of brain? Their brain they shake. So even the Bible says, do unto others what they do unto you. The Bible says, submit one to another. The Bible says, if two are not in agreement, they cannot work together. But these same African people, they go to church, but none of them want to review. They are not in Christ, they're in culture. Because if you're in Christ, you will not say men dominate, women have no say. The Bible says, give your life for a woman, so die for a woman. None of them are ready to die for their wives, so but they are Christian. They're not Christian, they are church goers. Because when you are a Christian, you are within the will of God. You are submitted to the will of God, to one most high God. You are submitted. The Bible says, if you love me, obey my commandment. How many of these men obey God's commandments? They are not ready for these tough discussions. They're not ready. When they say your wife is now one, she's not your slave, she's your body. Whatever you do to your body hurts you. So if you want to hurt your wife, you're hurting yourself. How many of them are ready for this conversation? They are so-called pretenders, hypocrites, workers of darkness, but they go to church every day. That's why I say the devil goes to church. They are in a culture that are not incredible. What the Bible says, you cannot follow two leaders. You cannot follow two masters. They are the servants of the devil. A man that loves his wife does not talk to her anyhow. A man that loves his wife is subject to his wife. He thinks before talking. He talks out of love. He has the fruit of the spirit according to Galatians 22:5 or 5:22. Love, tolerance, patience. He rebukes her in love.
But
He doesn't beat her.
unfortunately, the women are
Unfortunately,
the one
unfortunately,
behaving
no.
like this, like being
We
loving, being patient,
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, you have to say the truth that African men are not Christian. Most of them, they are evildoers and practical traditional men. They
Hmm.
have not subject. They have not died in Christ. Jesus Christ is on their lips. They're very far from their heart. That's why you see when a woman has a problem not carrying pregnancy, the pastor will ask her to pray and fast. The pastor will never call the man and say, come, go and do fertility test, go and do sperm count test. So that we'll see if you're the one giving pollen to your woman. The woman will be fasting for a useless man. When a man cheats, the pastor will not call him and say, come, brother, you are living in sin. It's called adultery. The Bible says, flee away from adultery. The pastor will not say that because he himself is
No,
committing
they
the same
do.
thing.
No, they do. They say
So
it. But and that's the
very,
reason
very
why.
few,
That's
very
the reason.
few.
That's the
That's
reason
the
why
reason why
some of them
men don't
stop.
like going to church because they don't like to hear the word of God.
Yeah.
Because most of these men are not in Christ. Coach Michelle, women should look for men that have the fear of God. Because when the man fears God, not tradition, A man that fears God cannot practice tradition. Because in tradition, when a man talks, the woman is shut up. But the Bible says God told to man, come, let's reason together. The man cannot tell his wife, come, let's reason together. They are of the flesh. Because Michelle, most of them, when you hear a man say culture, culture, he's not saying the Bible. You know he's not a Christian. He's a church goer. God is not in him. He's living for the devil. So all these men you are seeing gathering saying we want women that accept us to cheat, yet they cannot accept a cheater. Yet they cannot accept the woman that will be going to go look for other men and come back to them. Yet they will not accept the woman talking to another man in secret. I love you, but wait, my wife is coming. My husband is coming. Yeah, okay, they will not accept it. Coach Michelle, the truth about it is that African men are not Christians. Most of them, 10% are Christian. The other ones are armed robbers, traditional people. They are not Christian because a Christian man does not follow tradition. A Christian man does not follow tradition. That's why when they give us the marriage in my family, they will tell your family that we are Christian. We don't do anything of tradition. If it's not in the Bible, we're not doing it. If it's not according to God's scripture. So any tradition you have in your family, our daughter will not practice it. We'll make it known to you. So that if it's not of God, just forget about it. We have to call all these African men, all these evil doers, agent of darkness, devil agent, and proudful professional devil workers
You
that
know,
they have to give their life to Christ because it's because of their character that all these women are suffering in marriages. Because these women, God did not ask women to love because God know that we are natural lovers.
yeah.
Women sacrifice and everything. A woman, everything is good. And the Bible says a woman should submit. It's conditional. She submits to a man that is within the will of God, a man that fears God, a man that is holy, a man that is righteous. If you are not a Christian, you should not be having a submissive wife. Because the reward of a submissive wife is for a Christian man, not for a non-believer.
Thank you,
If
Miss
you are
Elise.
serving the devil, if you are serving the devil, you should not be talking about the Bible say. You don't even follow the Bible. So don't talk about the Bible.
And
So, Coach
you know,
Michelle, all these men, Coach Michelle,
yeah.
start calling them sinners. Don't call them Christians because they don't follow God. And their mindset, the Bible says, from their fruit we shall know them. If a man even talks, you will know whether he's of God or of the devil. Because the Bible says, once you're in Christ, you're a new creature. You're no longer a traditional man. You're a man in Christ Jesus. You are transformed. We can see the fruit of the spirit in you. But if you come to Christ, you still want to behave like an out like a sinner, you are not of Christ. So people should know where they are standing. Coach Michelle, they're sinners, Biko. Hmm?
You know, there a lot of them have like family altars speaking against them. And that's why most Africans, most African men feel like loving their wives is even a weakness. You know, that's what most of them don't know. Like, I love you, sorry, please, all those things. They feel like it's being weak because they are so uneducated when it comes to those things. But that's the debate for another day. Look, and see that you have unmuted your mic. If you want to say something, please, let's hear from you. I know you've been having some issues with your network. But coming back to, we're going to be wrapping up in a moment here. But coming back to these things, because again, I know some women here in the diaspora who put up with such behaviors from their husbands is because oftentimes they are not aware of the resources that are available unto them. So I want us, Miss Elise, to kind of cover that, kind of provide some few resources, right? Because most of them would be like, well, how am I going to pay the rent by myself? How am I going to manage the kids by
Coach
myself?
Michelle, Coach
How am I
Michelle, they
going
are still
to So let's
Coach
talk to
Mich
those who are still alive, who are going through these situations and maybe wondering, because I'm not going to say that because your husband is maybe cheating, you start cheating too. It's damaging to him, to you, to your kids, to everybody. It's always better to like kind of like move on to a healthier place, to a better place. Which is sometimes, like in French, we often say that c'est mieux d'être seul que d'être mal accompagné. It's better to be alone than to be in bad company. So instead of being in such a toxic environment, maybe it's better to move, to to go away, But you have to understand all the resources that are available to you. We have like free food, commonly known as food stamp. The moment that you show to the government that you're not making enough money, you qualify for that
Coach
free
Mich
insurance.
Coach, Coach
Yeah,
Michelle, Coach Michelle is very complicated because when you talk to these women, they'll feel like you're a feminist or you are now Oyibo. They will not feel that you're not an African person because I'm not African. I'm from heaven and I'm
amen.
defined by the Holy Spirit.
You're
So
from
don't wait for me
Zion.
to behave. Yeah, don't wait for me to behave like you because I'm the mother of the daughter of the Most High God. You don't treat me anyhow. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. Because you cannot take somebody's princess and treat her anyhow. And if God is your father, you will not allow any man to treat you anyhow. No, it's not possible. So, Coach Michelle, that in America, if you're not safe with a man, you call the police, they'll send him out of the house.
Oh, the
They
hi,
will put him on.
Lawrence. No, we are not bashing genders over here. I hope you saw the story on the screen. We're just trying to
It's
help
okay.
prevent.
He will kill along. Don't worry. Let him be saying that because he's one of the persecutors of
No, no,
women.
no,
I
Miss
feel like
Elise.
it's okay.
Miss
It's
Elise, we're
okay.
not gonna insult our guesses.
No, I'm just saying because you will not come on your life and start telling people what you don't even understand.
I
Means that
talk,
you are
I
the
mean, yes,
problem.
please, can I
The,
talk?
yes, Ogalu, go ahead. Sorry, sir.
I don't know what's happening to my this thing. I've been here, I've been saying, I've been asking, can I talk? Can I talk? Nobody's answering me.
Oh no, we didn't hear you. Seriously, we did not hear a sound. I even told you at some point that please, if you can talk, just go ahead. Just interrupt us and go ahead because I don't know how your network is over there. But go ahead, Luke. Sorry.
Okay. First of all, Miss Elise, I want to say something. Please, let's not uh, let's not throw shade at people on the chat. It's not respectful. We can disagree with their comment. Let's not throw shade at them. I want to say that traditions are traditions. That's it. Africans respect traditions. Even Christians, tradition from Christians. Tradition has been there from beginning, from the Bible. It's just that you tell me that there are some traditions that
Okay, Lawrence.
Christians don't do,
Welcome.
like going to a feast, going to do festival in the village. That's not Christian like. But there are some traditions in the marriage in which Christians they abide to. So you can't remove tradition from Christianity. It's not possible. And some things that Miss Ellis was saying, I disagree with them actually. I disagree with them because uh, when something happens in a family, because we are Africans, we respect tradition, we respect family. First of all, family must know about it. It's only it's even a married man, even a Christian man, respect traditions about marriage. Even a Christian man respect traditions about marriage. Something unless that man is a love that man love his wife very well, and that man will not go outside to do any other thing. Even if that man is a Christian, the man will still respect traditions. So I don't want us to say traditions are very very bad, are evil. They're not evil. We are born into them. They have been there forever, and our children are going to still live with them. We are Africans. Even we as Christians, there are some things we do that we say they are not traditions, that they are traditions. If we look deep down in our hearts, those things that we are doing, they are traditions. So we should not remove tradition from whatever we are discussing. Some things in our life, they have been there forever. They are still going to be there. Even the church cannot change it. Even the church cannot change it unless you want to go against your family. That's the truth. That's what I want to say, man.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're saying that I mean, they were right. Like she was right to try to get both families to come together, right? Is that what you're saying, Luke? Like, was that the right thing to do,
She was
Luke?
right. Yes, she was right.
Okay. All right. But AJ mentioned earlier, I don't know if AJ is still here. AJ said that even that would have been okay and safe if the family was over here. That how can she live like the US to go back home to have families look into their issues, that it wasn't necessary. Do you also agree to
No,
that, look?
no,
Because now we're
no,
talking
going
to other couples here in the diaspora that maybe are experiencing the same thing. Do you think it's safe to go back home and have that deal with?
no, going back, according to what AJ said, going back home, I think that's where she got it wrong. Going back home is not really there's you can place a call to your people at home, to both families. You can do video calls to both families.
Welcome, Marta.
But going back home, I think that's where she made a big mistake. That's where the error comes in. But she going to meet both families to tell them what is happening. That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do to me, because we are Africans. You can't remove culture from our marriage. You can't remove culture. There are some things that we are going through that will tell both families we are passing through. They will solve it for us. If you can't solve it, we'll solve it ourselves. That's true.
Can I say something? Okay,
Okay,
Lauren, I don't have anything against you. I'm just saying that for you to come in a section and just saying that we are bashing men or marriages without even understanding the core of the discussion or the subject
yeah,
or the reason why we are talking bad about a man that has suffered a woman till death. And you coming here to say we are bashing him, it's as if you are backing up the man and saying that he's right what he did,
but
which is
look,
not good.
I believe he hadn't read the story yet, because after he read it, it was like, oh, sorry for my question. So yeah,
Ah, okay, that's fine. Coach Michelle, when we talk about resources,
yeah.
see, I always tell all this African culture. The Bible say honor your father and your mother. That's why a man should go and take permission, blessings from the woman's parents before taking her to the altar or to court, because she didn't come from heaven directly. She came through human beings. That's why the Bible say honor your father and your mother so that your days on earth will be long. As a man, you are marrying a woman. You go to her parents, seek for the blessings. If they tell you want this list of gifts, bring them, you bring. There's some parents that do not even ask anything. They'll just say, we bless you, you can go. And that's it. It's just going to honor the parents. It's not going and doing other things that does not glorify God. That's not part of the Bible. And number two, the Bible does not say a man should have several wives. The Bible is against adultery. Adultery is a married man that is having sexual intercourse with another woman while he's married. That's adultery. The Bible is against polygamy, period. And there's no conversation about that. Traditions allow you guys to have 7, 10, 20 wives, and it's not scriptural. So if you are a Christian, you will not follow those traditions. I'm sorry. You both should not come here and mix up things. The Bible says submit one to another. And the Bible asks you men to love your wife as Christ loved the church. What was the stage of the church when Christ died for the church? Sinful, rebellious, unrepentant. Whatever situation your wife does, the Bible says still love her, still tolerate her, still caution her with love. That's what they ask you men, not dominate a woman, mistreat her, talk over her, use her as a slave. It's not scriptural. So those traditions are not within the will of God. You don't have to practice it. Anything that is not within the will of God, within the commandment of God, you should not practice them as a Christian. It's as simple as that. So you people better choose who you want to serve, either Jesus Christ or traditions, and we move on. I don't have time to repeat to Christian what a Christian life is all about. You people are hypocrites and living sinful life. Today you are a Christian on Sunday, Monday you're a traditionalist, and after you become a Christian on Wednesday. I don't have time for that. It's either you are holy and stay holy, or you serve the devil full chest, and we respect that. But any tradition that is contrary to the scripture should not be practiced by a Christian. And that's on period. Choose one thing, choose one master, tradition or Jesus Christ. I will move on. People should not confuse people. Coach Michelle, when you talk about resources, in Africa, a man will beat a woman. They'll say, he just beat his family problem. Go and solve it. If a man beats you, what is there? Because you were not respectful. That's why he slapped you. In America, there are laws. Human rights. Nobody has the right to beat anybody. You're a woman, you beat a man, you go to jail. You're a man, you beat a woman, you go to jail. It's called domestic violence. It's applied to men and women. If a man is violent, take him to jail. They'll lock him up. He will go where they lock people that will not control themselves. He'll be in jail there doing therapy for 2, 5 years. When he come out, his brain will reset. In Africa, there's no law. There are laws so in the book. Practically nobody is follow it. You have small money, you go and give. The case is dropped. You know somebody, I know somebody. No, no law that back up women. In
Yeah, and
Africa, how
yeah,
many men pay child support? No, non-child support. A man support if he want. There's some men that they hate the woman, they will abandon the woman, abandon the children, they don't care, and nobody to call them to order. In America, you cannot do it. The court will cut your salary, give her money, give her food stamp, give her free insurance. There are even housing, section 8 for women with low income that have children. The government will house her. In Africa, they don't finish up their program where they go house women. Women don't have support in Africa. If the same rights and opportunities that the women have here in America, they take it to Africa, men will work like robots. They will become normal men because the culture and the laws in Africa favor men. That's why women are mistreated. Women are not respected. Men just behave anyhow. And women are subject to men. That's why when those women come to America, they say, hey, so I have freedom. So there are some mothers, single mothers, that the government give them free training. They can go for free schooling, free training, because they want to enable them to be responsible, to take care of themselves. In Africa, which free training you go see? Who go give you, who go dash you? Which free food you will have? Which insurance you will have for free? Who dash you? Which Africa will go and cut somebody's salary and give you
You
25% for one child? Who? Women
you
are
see,
not,
Miss
there's
Elise,
no support. Wait, Oga, let me come.
Bishop.
There's no support. There's no support for women in Africa. That's just the truth. That's why women are suffering the way they're suffering. If there is support, men will behave differently. That's why in America they'll say law is against the woman. No, it's against men. No. In America, they want you to behave as a right man. If you don't want a woman, no problem. Separate, but you pay child support. It's as simple as that. So people should stop saying that tradition, tradition. To hell with tradition.
yeah, Miss Elise,
Tradition,
thank you
tradition.
so much. Thank you for adding all those resources. And because most of our sisters came to from that culture where we grew up seeing our moms going through hell and not knowing where to turn from, we are just kind of stuck, right? We come over here where God has blessed us with so many resources, but we fail. It's just like we fail to take advantage of it. It's like taking like a camel to the water, and the water to the water, and it doesn't know how to drink. So we get here and we have all of these things, but we still feel bind. We still feel like we cannot turn to this system. So it's good that you're telling them you can get free houses. But before we get more into the resources, I'm going to say yes, Lauren Gassam, thank you so much for being here, and it's the first time I'm seeing you here. Please follow or subscribe depending on where you're connecting from. We do not have the full story, and that's the disclaimer on the screen. We do not know what happened, but from the little that we could gather, like you see on the video at the beginning, there's her friend. She's just frantic. She's just she's giving out a lot of information. Her friend is giving out a lot of information, but we really don't know what transpired in that marriage. And we are hoping that at the end of today, someone coming across this life will be able to pick up one or two things that could help them in their own life. So we're talking about the different resources. And before I even go back again on the resources, AJ said earlier again, he reiterated that if you live in America, there's no point going back home to try to solve your marital issues. And I'm not going to say that. I mean, it's up to you. You can do it or you can stay here. But I also want to let you know that here in America, we have like very cheap counseling. You can go to your church, and most churches will offer like free counseling. Or we have some application called like Better Help. If you never check that app, check it. The name is Better Help. They offer like counseling for like nothing. It's very cheap. There you will see like counselors from like all walk of life, and then you can like decide what kind of counselor you want to match with. and they will match you with someone, and you'll be able to talk to them, and they will be able to help you kind of navigate what you're going through. Don't suffer alone. And also, when it comes to going back home, you have to be very careful. Remember, Miss Elise, we spoke about what was her name? The lady who went home because she was pregnant, and her husband, the boyfriend told her that in order
Yeah,
for him,
that girl from France. Yes, I remember. I forgot her name. Yes.
yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
told her that let's go back home. You have to be very careful. A lot of people know that in America there's something called law. There's something that you cannot get away with, but it's easy to get away with back home. So when you're with a man who mistreats you, and then one morning he said, "Baby, I bought the flight ticket. Let's go home." Be very careful. I remember here in the community talking to one of the ladies that that man is telling you to go home. Don't go. And she said, "Thank you. I had a dream. In my dream, I had like an important person in my life telling me, don't go." I said, "Yeah, don't go." Because someone is mistreating you, and one morning say, "Let's go home." For what? It's easy for them to get away with once you're back there. So if you feel like you're not safe with this man, and they even said that she was so surprised that the man went on and bought the flight ticket. This is a man who will leave you with no food, no money to pay for the bills. But he gets up one morning and he pays for your flight ticket. Does he love you that much? And they said she was surprised. Same thing with that lady in France. The man didn't want to have anything with her. She kept insisting. The man said, "Okay, in order for me to have anything to do with you, let's go back home." Guess what? She was found in a dumpster. So please, again, coming back to AJ, if you're over here and things are going down, please be careful about going back home. Maybe you should stay here and look for those resources. Miss Elise mentioned Section 8. Do you know that you can live in that Section 8 for free? If you're a woman here and you've been wondering yourself, Google all these things that I'm mentioning today. You can live in Section 8 depending on your income without even paying a single dollar. You can live there for free. You can have free food. You can apply for food stamp. You can apply for free life health insurance for you and your children. And that would be like money in your pocket, because now the little money that you were working will only maybe serve for like electricity bill, maybe like I don't even know. You will even have more money in your pocket at the end of the day. Do not put yourself in danger. When someone is showing you that they cannot be trustworthy, please be careful. And especially if one day they become nice. "Oh yeah, I'll pay for your flight ticket. Let's go home." And this is a man who will live for 6 months without leaving $100. Let's be very careful. Let's respect our tradition, but safety first. Sometimes your parents, they're back home, they cannot do much for you. Because if her mom was here, maybe her mom will stay with the kids while she goes to work. Your parents are back home, they cannot do much for you. You're here by yourself. You know what you're going through, you know what you're experiencing. Be sure that you are safe. And especially in this particular case, may her soul rest in peace. Diana, may her soul rest in peace. The moment that she didn't have her kids, the moment that it was only her, this was the best time to relocate to a different state. So, like Miss Elise mentioned before, maybe go to school and further her education. Cut all contacts with this man. Change her phone number. Put herself together. And when she's ready, ask for help to get her kids back through legal means. There was a lot of things that could have been done different, but unfortunately, we can just say she could have, she should have. It's not going to change anything anymore. But you who's here and listening to this, you who is still alive and is going through similar things. Like I said, I'm talking and I know people going through this. You can still help yourself and know that there's help available. Please don't let yourself get to this place or to this point. So that's all I wanted to say about this issue. And good luck to everyone out there navigating similar situations. Miss Elise, do you have any closing words, or Luke?
Yeah, Luke should go ahead. I'll do after him.
Luke, do you have any closing words that for our sisters out there?
No, I don't have anything to say. Just want to say that you cannot take tradition from Christianity. That's it. There are some part of tradition you can take from Christianity, but you cannot take tradition from Christianity. Tradition has been there from the Bible, so you can't take it
Okay.
from Christianity. That's it.
Thank you. Miss Elise,
But
go for
Michelle,
it.
it's so funny when people read the Bible and decide to recreate new Bibles. Do you know, Coach Michelle, there were 650 Mosaic laws. In those 650, only 305 were godly. That's why Jesus Christ came to die, so that things would change. You understand? So, if a tradition does not match the will of God, a Christian should not practice it, period. Anything you do, it must be according to the word of God as a Christian. That's what the Bible says. By their fruit we shall know them. And the Bible and God say, if you love me, obey my commandment. The only way you will show that you're a Christian is if you live the life of Christ. You practice the word of God. That's when you're a Christian. But if you're out of the word of God, out of the will of God, you're no longer a Christian. That's what I will say, and I will stand on it. But those who believe they can serve the devil and serve God at the same time, that's up to you. But you're not a Christian. You know that. So, for women who are still listening, I gave you guys two advice. Number one, love yourself. You cannot love man more than yourself. And a man that loves you, you will see it. Oh, women are so demanding. No, my sister, we are asking to the wrong man. If you have to you have to beg for a man to tell you, I love you, I miss you, my sister. You're not with the right man. Move on. Love is easy. When a man loves you, he will show you. When a man loves you, he will help you. When a man loves you, he will be around. You won't have to beg. You won't have to pray and fast for it. It's love is free. But when you start making effort to remind someone you are in their life, you start making effort for attention. You start making that some women since Monday they have not told them I love you. No sign of love, no kiss, nothing. Since Monday, they have not kissed them, they have not touched them, they have not said I love you, they don't say thank you, baby, but they think they are married. My sister, do the second part I told you to do. If you don't want to leave a man because you are Jesus, you are sacrificial. The one Jesus did was not enough. My sister, do what he's doing and stay happy. Because your emotional state is very important too. Stress will kill you before a man will kill you physically. And you all know that most women, their pillow has turned to brown because they cry for night. Why when they come and marriage is okay, marriage is good, pretenders, enjoying and smiling, suffering and smiling. Who are you doing? See, it's your emotional health that we still repeat you. See your friend, we don't die. We don't want you to die. So it's either you move on because see all these family members saying traditional people, and you have to be patient. And it's tradition. We cannot separate Christian from tradition. When she died now, who of my own them follow her? Oh yeah, name their name. See she out of stress, out of what the man do, and she don't die now. What family member die with her? Who will replace her in her children's life? Your lovers of traditions. Who died with her now? Where is the point of tradition? How good is your traditions? What impact does your tradition make in people's life? Show me one good thing, positive aspect that tradition play here. What role they play? Person don't quite talking about tradition. And we are still insisting women should continue to suffer in men's house because tradition is very important. We cannot separate it from the will of God. Ebelebe, stories for the gods. See a woman, love yourself. Put yourself first. You are the prize here. Women can do without men. No. Women, we can survive without men. But men cannot survive without us. We are the air they breathe. That's just the truth. Men cannot survive without women. That's married men. They cannot survive without their wives. That's why you see them killing the wife because the woman live their life have no meaning. They become useless. They say, this woman that was selfish, it's this sense. So now man just die with them. Because they know that without a woman, man cannot survive. That's just the honest truth. And the woman is the one building the family. She will build you, build the family, build everything. So, women, please, you are the price. You are the gold here. Don't allow any useless man to diminish you or to make you irrelevant. Come back to your senses. When you get married, if you don't have a skill, learn a skill. Be financially independent. So it's important. We keep on emphasizing in this. Even if you don't get book head, you learn skill now. Learn skill that will make you gain more money for yourself. And use this man money to better up yourself. Use your brain. People should start using your brain. People should leave this feeling. Marriage is not about feelings. Who feelings help for marriage? It's not about feeling. You have to use your brain. Use common sense. Put yourself first. Have one child. If it's treating you bad, you go to the hospital, put that thing, that round thing inside. No burn for him again. Start praying and fasting with him. Keeping yourself sexy and looking good. He do, you do. He do both, you do bad both. That's so life day. Even when I want to leave that kind of marriage, when I get choice, I say follow the man's lead. Anything he does, you do better. Or you leave. But say you don't want to leave, we don't want people to die. Oh. My
Yes,
consent.
we don't want
My
any more.
consent. We don't want a hair.
We
That's
don't
my
want
consent.
any more women dying because of.
Yes, don't die, please. Don't die because of man. Because this man now will remain and marry you and have more children and cruise life. You see this vacation he has not been going with you, he will go. You see this restaurant, this romance, this big bouquet flower you have not been giving, he will give it to the new woman. You see this I love you, love you. You will see him from there. You'll be seeing him enjoying. You'll be like, now so they use me, yes, my sister, they use you cash cruise. Now you allow him to use you. See, women don't allow a man to use. Now you see, he's a woman. After all, when God kept Adam in the garden, Adam did not eat the fruit. Oh. Woman came and convinced him to eat, and he ate. We have power. We get power now. Say wait, see, you go live with man, man go enter your head. Now you supposed to rub your head for ground. Use your ability as a woman. Eve show us the way now. She show us now we own them. That's what the Bible say. A man will leave his father and mother and go and stay with a woman because man on his own not get sense. Even God saw it. Not the woman they leave, oh, now man, a man, not a woman, will leave his father and mother because the Bible say a woman builds a home. Show me one Bible verse where they say a man build a home. Where? Even God understand the importance of women. Women, understand your own importance. Work on yourself. Be a woman that when a man think of you, he look at another woman, he say, do you know my wife? Do you know who my wife is? I beg you. Wait till you get my wife not get. Be that woman. And you can become that woman. I don't know who train all these women to be women's slave for men. But not try. You people should stop it. Stop spoiling this woman's destiny. You were not born to suffer for a man. You were born to be carried as an egg, the daughter of the Most High God. The Bible says you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Man, why use you joke? How? Wake up, woman. Build yourself. Build your self-esteem. Work on yourself. Be relevant to the society. See, marriage is not everything. Oh. Marriage is not everything. You can be single and still be relevant. So work on yourself. Don't come and die for any man. No, we will not hear another story. Oh. Don't die for anybody. God bless you. But if you cheat, cheat too. Anything what you do too. Huh? Do as he does. And let's see how this life goes. Don't die. Look for things that will remove you from the stress. My sisters, when I don't hear, if I don't leave marriage, if I don't leave marriage now, oh, give on a second advice. Do as the man they do. God no go vex. Una too give it by me side. But nobody will make anybody die. You wanna hear? Marriage will not kill you in Jesus' name. Amen. The
Let
one that
protection
to reach,
remain.
everybody will give their account to God. But not be the one who will make you die before him. So that you will go and marry somebody else. So now here, thank you so much, Coach Michelle. Thank you,
Thank you.
Coach Michelle.
Thank you so much, Miss Elise. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you, AJ. We had missed you. Thank you, Mercy, Kendra, Lauren Gassam. I think it was the first time here. It's so great to have you. And Lauren Gassam said that. My goodness, this is so intimidating. But thank you so much for stopping by, and we hope to see you again. We come here every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know where you are located, so it might be a different time, but around the same time, we're here every Sunday. Guys, once more, and thank you to Luke, even though network wasn't the best today. Thank you for being here. We're going to see you next week with a letter from the heart. So this week, we decided to kind of take a break from that so that we could bring this topic to the table because we thought it was necessary. A lot of people out there needed to hear these things. Remember, if you're struggling in your marriage, there are resources to you. If you don't know where, ask. Even me, call me, I'll tell you. I'll tell you all the resources that are out there, and I'll also tell you how to apply for them, right? It's not hard. There's a lot of resources. Don't just die alone. Just don't die in silence. There is help. This government, this amazing. I always say God bless America, because this country is so blessed in the regard that it has put in place so many resources to help people in need, right? People of middle class, people making money, like, as oftentimes those who are kind of struggling because they got to pay for everything. But if you find yourself in a difficult situation, like financially, guess what? You could actually find that you are entering into a season of a blessing. Some things will happen in your life and turn out to be a blessing in disguise. There is so much help out there, and maybe you qualify for it. Don't just struggle alone. And reach out to someone, speak to someone, talk to someone, and be careful when this man tell you, let's go back home. They know it's easy for them to do stuff back there. Be very careful. Someone will mistreat you and tell you, hey, this is the flight ticket, let's go. Please think twice before you do it. Be careful. Listen to your instinct. Okay? So God bless everyone here. I'll see you next week. Before then, be safe. Bye. Bye, Miss Elise. Bye, Luke.
Bye, ma'am. Happy day.
Happy Sunday.
Discover the top 3 reasons African Abroad Date is the go-to platform for building meaningful connections. First, its vibrant community is packed with genuine individuals eager to find friends or more, allowing authentic connections to flourish. Second, the safety features prioritize user protection, making online dating not only doable, but enjoyable, without any anxiety. Lastly, the user-friendly design democratizes navigation, whether it's uploading photos or sending messages, ensuring everyone feels at ease. Dive in today and start connecting with like-minded individuals effortlessly.